Jose, can supports students and families?
Yeah, so we provide, I think, a really like holistic approach to that. So, for instance, we provide support on campus with guidance counseling, college counseling. Our teachers are really passionate and really make sure that they're meeting the students' needs. But we also have a parent console where there's dedicated parents who kind of help bridge the gap between the school and other parents with events and activities and strategic initiatives all year round. We have resources like the food pantry that's open weekly. So if any family or student needs supplies or anything for their home, being able to go to the food pantry to make sure that they're able to not worry about things like that. And then one of our other supports as well, I think that financial aspect, before you coming in here, understanding that there's just one flat fee, and then being working partners. You know, a lot of our families face various challenges that we face. For instance, there's been multiple hurricanes that have impacted our community and a lot of our families here at Cristo Rey, and we've tried to continue to close that gap and figure out, you know, what can we do to make sure that you're successful here on campus, but more importantly, you know, there's not concerns outside of school that are weighing you and your family down. And so that's something that I'm really proud of here, is how I think personal people take it here, because we really are an amazing community here. And so everyone makes sure that they're looking out for each other, and it really goes a long way.
Wow, that's fantastic. I mean, and the research shows that the indicators for student success are not just what happens in the classroom, right? But what happens outside of the classroom. You know, are they, you know, are their basic needs being met? Are they hungry?
Mhm.
Do they have a safe space to live? You know, are they sleeping well? All of those things impact, you know, all of those outside things really impact what happens in the classroom. You know, it affects child behavior and their ability to focus and retain information. So I really love that you're taking a holistic approach and really taking care of the whole individual, right? And their
Yeah,
family.
absolutely. Well, you
To
know, pardon me, I was just going to mention, like, you're right. And because our students are um, around 90% plus of our students will get free or reduced lunch from a public district that they belong to, or Hillsborough County public schools, then that means a lot of them are limited in resource and economic support. So being able to understand that, like, that's what we're here for. And so we, with that intent, with that purpose, you know, we're able to, I think, meet and close those gaps in a very unique way that I think a lot of other schools might not be strategically positioned to do so. So I think that's really reassuring for our families when they know that this holistic approach for families who might not have all the resources to send their students to private school or support them at a large public school, that there's a place for them here, really goes a long way. I encourage you to reach out as soon as possible so we can make sure that you are enrolled in Step Up for Families if you're not,
Okay.
as those funds could run out at any point or close out. So Step Up for Families is one of the major reasons why it has to be as soon as possible. The other one is making sure that academically you come in prepared and understanding what it takes to meet the Cristo Rey curriculum. We have a very specific curriculum here.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the application process and what that looks like?
Yes. So for what's required, first, please submit an application through our website. Right on our admissions page, there's an apply now. You would make an account and then submit the application with some information. We make it pretty seamless and quick. But after that, some of the important things that we need, number one, we need a student's transcript. And so a release of records form is filled out, so then we can go out and request those forms, those student records, those grades, everything that we need to make a decision. After that, we are looking for 2 letters of recommendations from an English teacher and a science teacher. And then we will give you the forms, so you allow them to request you can request it from the teachers and it can be sent to us online. We, for financial purposes, need some sort of either tax return form from a previous year, pay stub, proof of income, because we do have income guidelines that families would have to fall within. If you're on our website and you're exploring that, if you have any questions, it can be confusion, reach out, because I get a lot of families that think that they might not qualify. And then when we have a conversation that's more specific to the family, we find out that they're eligible. So if you're over those income guidelines, don't hesitate to reach out and ask, just to double check. And then we require no placement tests. There's no high school placement test in our process, which allows us to eliminate barriers to entry for a private school, similar fashion of like SAT being optional in college, right? It's just one less thing you have to worry about in our holistic process.
That's really wonderful. I think, I mean, assessments are wonderful, but I personally get horrible anxiety whenever I had to do an assessment, especially such an important thing, you know, for entering. So removing that barrier to entry, the thoughts for some people, right? For some students, even the thought of an assessment can really shift their mindset and not allow them to do their best. And they might forego the process entirely just because of the fear of rejection, or that they might not do well on the assessment. So that's really great. How do you determine who gets into the school?
So we have an admissions committee made up of different members of our success team, our academia side, myself, and my other member of admissions here, Ms. Ana Valero. With us, we look at the file, and again, a holistic process. So what does this student bring to the school? What does this student provide in terms of academic potential, career potential, which is unique, right? We have to make sure a student has the ability to be trained and work at the age of 14, which is rare. So with the things that I've mentioned, we also include an interview as well. So just sitting down and getting to know the student, having a discussion, getting to know what drives them, what brings them to a school like this in terms of being interested to Cristo Rey. But really, we're driven by the factors of can you succeed with the resources we have here in a college prep curriculum that's unique to most schools? And then do you have the ability and potential to go out in the workforce at the age of 14 and on? So those are really determining factors in terms of reviewing everything that we get in the application process.
Wonderful. That's really great to know. So tell us a little bit about what a typical day looks like for a student.
Yeah, so we have a little bit longer of a day than I think most schools. We start at 7:45 every day, and then we end school at 3:55. There's 7 periods throughout the day with a lunch period at noon, so you kind of split up your day with that. There's some flex periods depending on a student's schedule. And for our students academically, as early as freshman year, right, you're going to be taking pre-AP courses. Sophomore year, a vast majority of our students are introduced to at least one AP course, and then it kind of goes up from there. So our students right now, I'd say it's about 93%, 95% of our students will leave here and they've taken at least 5 AP courses, just to give you an idea of their daily academic rigor. And then 73% of them leave with dual enrollment and or college credit through AP. So that's also significant. Students getting ready to actually have the financial burden lifted by having some credit. Outside of that, we do have clubs and activities during lunch periods, flex periods, and after school. I mean, our days really can look uncommon for students since our students are sent out once a week for work. So, you know, seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, it's kind of the way that it goes: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then Friday is actually a unique day because that's a rotation day where one class is gone each week. So it ends up being 5 work days in a month. And we provide the transportation. Students will be dropped off at school like a normal school day, and they're taken from school to their job and then brought back. So it really is no difference for a parent in that manner. That's
great. So it's not, the parent doesn't have to worry about them leaving their jobs to, take the child to their work study program or anything like that. You provide all of those resources.
Absolutely not. Yes. And transportation's free to and from school, to and from corporate work study. We have 10 hubs across Hillsborough County that students can be picked up and dropped off. So if you live near there, or they're more convenient than just coming to the school, you can utilize those. And in students, there are uniforms. So all of our students will be wearing Cristo Rey mandated uniforms, usually navy top with some khaki bottoms, but then their work uniform might be different. And so that's really a unique aspect. So depending where they go, they get uniforms for that. Maybe there's certain dress attire. So that's something that students have to be aware and responsible for. But students are trained as well before they start the work study experience. So we have modules and a summer bridge program for 2 weeks where students are academically and career prepared before they start.
Wonderful. So did I understand correctly that basically they're in class for 4 days and then they work 1 day out in the field?
Yes.
Okay. And then are there any final words or anything else you'd like to share before we conclude this conversation today?
Yeah. So, just re-emphasizing, I think sometimes families and students get really excited about the career aspect, and then it might sound like some of the amazing trade school opportunities that might exist at the high school and post-high school level. But we really are college focused. So the goal is for you to come here and then go on and take advantage of maybe one of our 80 plus university partners across the country who have dedicated financial and academic support while you're there on campus, which is amazing. It opens up the doors to so many private schools that might have had barriers before for students that go to a school like ours. Or maybe some of the unofficial partners we have here in Florida at the public school level, like the UNF and USS of the world. But the goal is still to go to college. And so I always like to let families and students know that, this is a really a good balance and relationship between our academia and our work study side. It's not one versus the other. You're working in harmony, combining those both to again build the overall student, which is all still based and predicated on having that Catholic tradition as the base. So that's something that I think families should just be well aware of, that the goal is still college, even if you have a job for 4 years here.
Yeah. Even after all of that resume building, you're still going to college. That should be the goal.